Here, who else has joined us? Well, it's 11:01. So I think we're going to get things started in a moment. I just want to make sure I could find Dana. Oh, there she is. Hey, Dana. Good to see you. Good morning. So, Dana, is everybody who's speaking, have they all been made co-hosts? Excellent, excellent. Let's mute everybody out. Here.
Well, I mean, I'm listening.
And then we're good to go. All right, well, let's get rolling here, everybody. Wow. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Everybody cool? Excellent, excellent. Well, welcome to our Super Saturday for today, April 9th. We normally do these Super Saturdays the first Saturday of every month, but because of the launch of 2.0 yesterday, we figured we'd wait until 2.0 was laid out so we can get real granular on with you and just do some really awesome training. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is David Skultety. I'm checking in from Charleston, South Carolina. I've been in the network marketing space for 28 years. I've represented 3 companies over that period of time, of which the last 2 years, some of the most fun I've had in my career with My Daily Choice. I'm really, really grateful for Josh and Jen Zweigel and what they've developed here. And I'm super excited about our future. I think our future is clearly bright. And so what we do on these Super Saturdays each and every month is we invite some of the greatest leaders within our company to come and share their wisdom about how you can build a successful My Daily Choice business. And today is no different. We have 500K Candace Byrd, who I'm going to introduce in a moment, which is super epic. We have Dr. Dana McGrady. She's a 100K affiliate with the business from Tampa, Florida. Kathy Humpheries from Utah, an amazing leader in the industry, recently joining us. Tina Joy Carroll, there's Tina Joy, is gonna impart some great stuff, and Jeremy Reynolds is gonna be with us as well. And I'm gonna MC this thing, so I'm gonna get this thing rolling, and it's gonna be a great time in doing so. So with that said, let's get things kicked off here. The first speaker, who's going to just bring the fire. I just, from the second I met this young lady, I was just like, wow, like she is a powerhouse. She is a wife, a mom of 2 amazing boys. Her business background is insurance. She was an insurance agent for 16 years. She got introduced to network marketing not too long ago, I guess 8 years ago in 2014. She had financial issues going on at the time, but this is what's liberated her in a big way. And I'm sure she'll share that with her. But she joined MDC in December of 2018, fast-tracked it to 500K in just 18 months. And it was inducted into the MDC Millionaires Club. And I'm very grateful. She's gracing us with her presence and her wisdom today. Please give a round of applause, a silent round of applause for Candace Byrd Davis. Candace, are you there?
Absolutely, David. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you fantastically. Thanks and welcome.
Thank you. Well, first and foremost, I definitely have to give it back to you, my friend. It's just amazing when we can see leaders come together and do some incredible things. And guys, I want you to understand that he doesn't have to be here today hosting and, introducing and emceeing everybody, but, it's because there's a certain part in a network marketer's heart that truly cares about helping people and making sure people progress along the way. So, David, I don't take it lightly that I'm here on the panel, literally standing on the shoulders of greatness. And now that I know you're from Pittsburgh, okay, now that's a whole nother topic. So but guys, I am fired up and excited to be here on today. Some incredible information was just, given to us, gifted to us on yesterday. And, this Super Saturday today is going to be like crucial and critical for those of you guys who want to take your businesses to the next level with 2.0. And, David, I was sitting there thinking about it yesterday as 2.0 was going on and all this stuff was happening and, yeah, we're kind of panicking because we want the system right now and sitting there watching everybody flip out. It was so funny because here's one thing that I said to myself and I sent the screenshot to Josh. Like, I truly feel that we have all found ourselves in the right place at the right time. And here's why. I'll actually share the screenshot in the communications chat afterwards, but I went back to my inbox, David, back to November 7th of 2014. I remember a conversation with a young man who signed me up in MDC on their launch when they only had 3 products. And the crazy part about that was on that day, I said no. And now that I sat there and think about it, fast forward, that was in 2014. I joined in 2018. 4 years later, the company that I said no to was the perfect company. So you guys found yourself in the right place at the right time. I told Josh, I said, listen, I missed the 3 sprays wave. Okay. When they first started off with 3 sprays, I missed the 3 sprays wave. I got in a little late after the CBD wave. And even though my name is CBD, it just wasn't the right time for me. But right now, guys, listen, I am so fired up and excited. And if you haven't caught the energy from everybody that is just, let's just get into it, okay? Because I could sit here and go forever, and I know my time is limited. So listen, here's what I want you guys to understand. When we kick this off, now is not the time to go slow or lay low. Now is the time to apply all gas to what we have going on. So some of the things that you guys are going to hear about today, I want you guys to take what will work for you, implement it. Because one thing that I always tell my team, Dr. Dana, it's okay to be a copycat as long as you found the right cat to copy. And I truly believe Tina Joy is the right cat to copy. I truly believe that David is the right cat to copy. I truly believe that Dr. Dana, I met this woman years ago and was mesmerized by her, not realizing that, you know, years later, she and I would be in the same business together. When you come amongst these people, just take what you're going to learn today. And even if you're scared, implement it. So I said, it's okay to be a copycat as long as you find the right cat to copy. I know my time is limited, so let me tell you guys this. I'm going to hit on some key components that were released to us on yesterday. And if you want to keep track of them, we're going to talk about shopping carts. Okay. We're going to talk about gift cards. Okay. We're going to talk about live streaming, and I'm going to give you guys some strategy that I'm going to be using myself along with my team in hopes that you guys decide to implement what you feel is going to work for you to take your business to the next level. So I got notes everywhere. Like if Tina will tell you, like, listen, when I tell you I'm going to be all over the place with it, just follow me. Okay. Because so much excitement was going on. My brain was running and I was just writing everything down that was coming to mind. So one thing that I got super excited about, guys, please, throughout the weekend, one thing I want you to do is start setting up some shopping carts for you. We're going to talk shopping carts right out the gate, because that was one of my biggest things when they released this. And I want you to understand the importance of your shopping cart and being able to customize your cart. One thing that I love about the shopping cart is this. No longer do people have to get confused when they go to your website to look at what they want to purchase. So with the shopping cart, it's going to eliminate confusion. And what I want you guys to understand is this. When we're talking to people, the reason why you want to have your shopping cart link set up is because if people go to your website and start looking around, they get distracted. If they're anything like me, I have a condition that when you put the 3 letters together, it spells the word ad. So if I get on your website and I start running around and looking at all these different things, I get distracted. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of 2. I got a 4-legged, kid that needs to be taken outside every 30 minutes. So I'm going to get distracted. I love the shopping carts because at the end of the day, I want you guys to write this down. One thing that I learned in network marketing is when somebody is fired up and excited and ready to make the purchase and ready to assume your product, if we can't get them the simplest way of checking out, watch this. The be back bus won't be back. I'm a mama too. So if you sent me to your website to go shopping and I got distracted, now I got to run to football, soccer, baseball, whatever's going on. And I forget to come back to your link. So the shopping cart is going to be simple, but significant for those people like myself that got a very little bit of time. You piqued my interest. I love your product. I want to buy and I want to buy now. But what I also know is this. With the shopping cart link, you have to design them as to what's going to work for you. So with my team, and I'm just going to give you some strategy on what my team does. Is that okay? Can I share with you guys some things that we're going to do? With our team, my team is like a whole bunch of bomb retailers. And one thing that we did was we started to customize packs for our team. And you heard Jenna talk about it, the Fat Blaster kit. So my team has been instructed, what pack do you sell or what pack do you recommend to your customer base? Because we're in an industry where the people who solve the most problems will always make the most money. So what packages are you recommending to people to begin solving problems? Well, we knew that one of the number one things that our demographic of person was they were interested in weight loss. So we started to create packs. Guess what? We have a shopping cart link set up. That's our Fat Blaster kit. That's where we're giving people the Trim 365, the Core Keto, the E-Cell. So what kit can you create? What kit do you commonly speak to people a lot about that they don't have to go to different tabs and different drop downs to find the product to add to cart? You can build it specifically for them. We even have a kit that we, talk about called a Diet Duo kit. All that is like Trim and Core Keto or Trim and E-Cell. Matter of fact, my friend Marion, I'm going to give you guys some tips or some ideas. My friend Marion Chandler, and I believe she's on here right now. She's a 25K affiliate out of Tennessee. She loves skincare. So she's going to create one of her flawless skincare kits. It's going to be the Renew Cream. It's going to be the Beauty Roller. It's going to be the Calm Roller. That's what she commonly recommends to people for her skincare. And if you ever looked at her skin, it's flawless because of our product line that she uses. Now, and I'm going to run through these real quick. It's no secret. We just came out with Fuel Factor X. Everybody's fired up and excited. Listen, when I tell you, Tina, I can't run the gas out of my car fast enough to get back to the gas station to refill it. I was texting Josh at 2:00 in the morning. I said, listen, I love that we're saving gas, but now I'm anxious because I want to go fill up again, but it's decreasing my consumption. So I got to drive more. Now, in regards to Fuel Factor, what if, I noticed that yesterday, a lot of us were saying things in the chat in regards to when we go to the Fuel Factor page and it has the $4.99 and the $59 bottle, and people were going and immediately just seeing the $4.99. Guys, we could cease all of that if you would have created a shopping cart link, because now you take your person directly to the product that you're pitching to them. Am I correct? So here's how we drop this down. Candace Byrd Davis, I created a shopping cart link that I just put the Fuel Factor X executive kit in it. Just that. Now, mind you, it's easy to send them directly to the link, but I created a shopping cart link for that to send them directly to it. And you know what I did? I turned around and I bought the domain, joinfuelfactorx.com or whatever it may be. So when I'm talking to people who want to get into the business, boom, bam, it's right there. They don't have to go to the website and see everything else. It's already in the shopping cart ready for them to check out. Remember, the be back bus won't be back. People are busy. They want your business. They want your product, but they want to be able to check out and pay as fast as possible. People don't like to be sold, but they love to buy. So whenever you get them to the point of buying, let's make it easy for them. I even created a shopping cart. Watch this, with the sample packs. And I ran it to my domain, samplefuelfactorx.com. But I didn't just put one sample pack in here. Let me tell you why. Tina, Josh said that they need to use a double dose on their first and their second treatment. So I put 4 sample packs in that shopping cart link. Now watch this. Psychology says, and I want to see you guys jump in the chat. What would you rather give me, a $50 bill or a $20 bill? If you just wanted to sample the product. Most people will more likely give you a $20 bill than they will a $50 bill. So I knew my demographic of person needed a price point that was going to make them want to try the product. But I knew if I was just letting them go to the website, they're just going to buy a $4.99 pack. That's all they were going to buy because that's the lowest option available. But I know the $4.99 is not going to give them the result that I need for them to believe in buying the executive pack or buying the full bottle. So create yourself a shopping cart link that puts anywhere from 4 to 5 samples in there. That's a $20 to $25 price point. Anybody would be willing to give you $20 to try it to see if they're going to save $10 to $15 per fill up, especially when that's giving them 2 to 3 fill ups. If you do 4 or 5 packs, that's 3 fill ups, 2, 2, and 1. So give them a price point that's going to work for them so that sometimes people have to believe in your product. And even though we say, hey, we're backed by 100% money back guarantee, You know, some people are just like, look, I'll give you a 20, Tina, but that's all you getting from me. Make it work. So now you make it work. And with these guys, listen, think of it like this. When you're talking to people, and this is my psychology behind it. If I'm talking to Dr. Dana and she's not in this business, she's intrigued about the product, I'm going to find out, number one, how many vehicles does she have? That's my number one question. You're interested in the fuel factor X. Well, let me ask you, Dr. Dana, how many vehicles do you currently fuel up on a monthly basis? She's going to tell me 2 or 3. You know why? Because at the end of the day, you're not just giving it to them for one vehicle. You want to make sure they have enough fuel factor X for multiple vehicles. So Dr. Dana says, hey, I got 4 vehicles in the household. Well, I already know her 4 vehicles right out the gate. Each one of them need a double dose twice. So she needs 16 uses right out the gate. So I already know 1 bottle is just going to give all 4 of her vehicles their double doses. So do you not think that whenever I talk to Dr. Dana on her 4 vehicles, I'm going to offer her the executive package, because I'm going to make sure that that 1 bottle gives a double dose for her 4 vehicles. Now she has 20 single packs. That means she gets 5 additional weeks out of that. So I could tell Dr. Dana that with this $139 pack, Dr. Dana, we're going to be able to fuel your vehicles up, do exactly what they need to be doing. And it's going to last about 2 months for your vehicles if you filled each one up every week. What I want you guys to do is get out of the mentality that you have to sell them low. Here's what I want you guys to understand. This particular product, Fuel Factor Extra, shopping cart links should be set up and ready to go, because this is a non-demographic product. It's powerful. A non-demographic product. And I'm just going to be transparent with you. It was so funny because when Dr. Dana got off the stage, when we first launched Body Melt, and I went ballistic with it, I'm sitting there calling all my friends, telling them about this product. And one of my friends said, and this is me being transparent, she said, but does it work on Black people? I'm like, are you serious, right? This is a product that works for any combustible tank. Okay. So it doesn't matter skin color. It doesn't matter, you know what, it's non-demographic, number one. Number two, this is one of the first products that we have in our inventory that actually save people money. So get smart with how you're promoting that. Now, yes, you can go buy multiple links. You could buy 15 gazillion billion links. I'm not even going to lie. I got excited whenever, we did the launch of it, and I went out and bought 11 links, and I was like, Candace, you're so slow. Like, come on, calm down. You just went ballistic for no reason. What if you turned around and you created these shopping cart links? And for those of you guys who have Linktree, you started listing them on your Linktree or your smart bios. And then you just had one link. Your one link could be shopwitherica.com, shopwithtammyhauser.com, shopwiththisone.com. So then you still have everything in one position. It's time for us to work smarter, my friends, not harder. Yes, Rita, it does work for diesel as well. Yes, Katie, stop selling low. Listen, the insurance agent in me says start high and come low. Because when you start selling low, you're already assuming this person does either 2 things: not want the product or not have the money. And one thing that I learned in network marketing whenever I first got started, assume nothing. Because the people who I thought would, didn't. And the people who I thought didn't, did. You're not in their bank account. You're not in their pocket. You're not in their pocketbook. You don't know what they're willing to do. So you start low and you come high. You give them the benefits and the features and the price and let them decide. So I'm going to move on because I know I got like 7 or 8 minutes, something like that. Next one up is gift cards. Baby, let me tell you guys, these gift cards are going to be freaking awesome, because at the end of the day, if it's free, it's for me. Matter of fact, Tina, if it's free, I'll take 3. People love free stuff. What if you started to use the gift card option for customer appreciation raffles? Super smart. I see a lot of people giving things away to their customers, but why not give them a gift card to come back and buy a product that when that gift card is utilized, it gives you your cab, your customer acquisition bonus. The minute they use that gift card, you're getting volume and commissions back. So why don't you reward them with something in your business? Let's think gift cards. Holidays are coming up. It's Mother's Day, right around the corner. You're going to blink twice, Aaron, and Mother's Day is going to pop up. And we're going to be like, how did that even happen? Well, you see, you have about a month now to start promoting for Mother's Day. What if you started putting up peak posts saying something like Mother's Day is right around the corner? What are you guys getting that special woman in your life? People are going to start commenting, right? But I always say the cash isn't in the comments. The cash is in the conversation. So what if those people who started commenting, you slid into their DMs and you started to tell them how you're passionate about helping people pick the perfect gifts for their moms. And if they're having a hard time picking one, you'd love to help them with our gift card feature. Birthdays, everything should be gift card. Now, one thing that my team is going to do, and I'm going to give you guys a strategy. So when you see it on social media, don't jump up in my DM and ask me what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is now. Okay. And it's probably going to kick off starting tomorrow. So if you see my team posting up something that says, I want to give 5 people free samples of our new Fuel Factor X, who wants them? Comment me below, and people start commenting below. Well, guess what? Here's the strategy. My team's going to like their status. They're going to comment on it and tell them to check their inbox. When they go to their inbox, here's what they're going to say, Aaron. Hey, Aaron, thanks so much for commenting on my post. We're excited to be giving away free samples of Fuel Factor X today. In order to be entered into our raffle for the Fuel Factor X samples, here's what we need you to do. I'm going to ask Aaron to put a status on his page. It's called Host a Post. So I'm going to ask him, Aaron, will you put this status on your page? Okay. So Aaron's going to put the status, put your business out there. If you guys ever wondered why I was doing them Cash App giveaways and all that, that's what it's for. I was rewarding people, random people, our audience, for putting posts on their page talking about our product. Because then when their audience was commenting that they wanted to save $10 to $15 per fill up, my affiliate would be answering the comments for them. So every time somebody opted to put the post on their page, they got entered into the drawing. So now we're getting our eyes, more eyes on our information. And it wasn't just from our own page. Because I was always told, when you get the most eyes on information, you will always win. So now I'm going to reward Aaron with free samples of Fuel Factor X because he allowed me to use his audience to promote my business or my product. I can't deal with the excuse of, I don't have nobody to talk to. Nobody's commenting on my page. Well, go use somebody else's page. But give Aaron a benefit for putting that post up. My team was running the same strategy all this time with Liquid Lipo, Trim 365. You were seeing it all over random people's pages. Start running host to post challenges with your team. Because at the end of the day, the people who get the most eyes on information always wins. So your goal and your challenge is to get the most eyes on your team's information. Yes, you could post in Facebook groups, but I want to use the people who mean the most to me because you know why? When I send Aaron those free samples, because all I'm going to do, here's all I'm going to do. I'm going to go into my back office. I'm going to buy a gift card. I'm going to assign that gift card to Aaron, which is going to be at least $10 to $20 because I want him to at least get one set of double doses. So I'm going to give Aaron a $10 gift card to go shop at my website. Or a $20 gift card to go shop on my website. And then watch this. I was doing Cash App all this time, right? But Cash App wasn't doing anything for me, Aaron. Now I give Aaron this gift card. Aaron goes to buy his samples of Fuel Factor X. Guess what? I get volume and I get a customer acquisition bonus as soon as Aaron utilizes the gift card. Like you said, bam, bam. Come on, guys. Everything should be funneled through your business. So start running host to post. It don't have to be on FFX. We got over 800 SKUs. Pick one. Pick one. If FFX isn't your product and Body Melt is, Pick one. But what happens is we allow us overthinking things, or like they say, analysis paralysis. Like you want to overanalyze it and then you stop doing anything because you can't figure it out. Just do something. Next up, we're going to jump right into this last one so I can turn it back over. I just wanted to make sure I hit those. The live stream links. Let me ask you a serious question. In the comments section, if I told you you have two options for a salary, for an income, and I don't want anybody to take offense to this because my major was elementary education. I just turned into an insurance agent. But if I ask you, you have two selections of income, David, everybody on here. Do you want to make a teacher's salary or do you want to make Don King money? Which one are you going to pick? Absolutely. Don King. So when these live stream links come out, I'm going to ask you, do you want to make a teacher's salary and be over here trying to be the alpha, the omega, the alpha and the omega, the end all, the be all? Do you want to be the one that's over here trying to figure out how to teach them on the product? Or do you want to point them to a link where Dr. Dana is breaking down the body melt? I want to be a master promoter. I want Don King money. So when I see these leaders out here putting their live streams up about Fuel Factor X, when Chris Robinson does one and Dr. Dana does one, and then the presentation's out, I don't want to be, listen, I was always told if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. I don't want to be the smartest person. I want to be a master promoter. I want to direct people to the link where somebody else is carrying the weight and doing all the work for me. Tina Joy got a link out there. I'm promoting it because she's doing the work that night. I don't want to get dressed and do my hair and throw my makeup on and do my lipstick and make sure I look right. She already got it going on. I'm putting people on her link. So when these links come out, your focus is to become a master promoter of your product, a master promoter of the links. These leaders are going to be doing all the heavy lifting for you. All you do is promote and then run and gun it. Because here's one thing that I do know, our company has massive momentum right now. And the network marketer in me says, momentum is one of the hardest things to get, but it's one of the easiest things to lose. The minute you take your foot off the gas, you could take a chance of losing momentum. So you're taking the foot off the gas because you want to learn all the details about Fuel Factor X. No. The only reason why I know a lot of the details about Fuel Factor X is because if you know anything about personality traits, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a green, I'm an emerald, but don't get it twisted. I'm a red too. I'm a ruby. I like money too, but I like facts. So that's my forte. That's my thing. That's what gets me excited, but that might not be you. So if you're not excited on facts and details, be excited, be the red, be the ruby, run for the money. Invite and become a master promoter. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to my dear friend, Mr. David, as he brings up the next trainer. Guys, stay on here, take copious notes. And my final tip to you is don't take all these notes today and do nothing with them. Make a commitment to yourself, your goals, your dreams, your visions, that you're going to write this stuff down and then you're going to implement it. You're going to put action behind your activity, because a lot of the times we get lost in the sauce and the seasoning. And we'll sit there and write everything down and we'll put no action behind it. At the end of the day, your family is waiting for you to win and win big. You're the only one that can put this into action. We can give you some stuff, but you got to do it. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to my amazing friend, Mr. David, and we're going to continue on. I'm excited. I'm ready. I got my notebook. I got my pen. I'm taking copious notes too today because I'm going to learn something today.
Indeed, Candace. Copious. I love that. I love that word, copious. Listen, what Candace said is complete fire, guys. I mean, knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is power. She's giving you a lot of knowledge, a lot of tips. So it's a function of taking that, harnessing it, and then just pushing it forward. And I love what you talk about, Candace, when it comes to the art of promotion, because the best networkers I've met in my career are those that are best promoters, whether they're promoting a product, promoting an event, whatever it may be. And I love also what you said about momentum. I mean, you are spot on. It's one thing to gain momentum. It's another thing to lose it. Don't ever take it for granted, because what's going to happen for the rest of 2022 is this is the next leg of growth for My Daily Choice. We are after the next wave of leaders. They're going to take this to a new level. And quite frankly, we're the baseline of it. But what's really going to take this company to a new level are people who don't even know the words My Daily Choice. And it's our responsibility to go out and get it. So yeah, I'm listen, no insult to teachers out there, but I love Don King type money. And I love that. I love that, Candace. It's really, really comical, actually. But I met Don King once, and I'll save that story for another time together. But in any event, our next speaker, thank you, Candace. Our next speaker is none other than Dr. Dana McGrady. She is from Tampa, Florida. She's a holistic doctor. She's got 2 clinic locations in Florida. A very busy mom of 3 young children, but one of the hardest working and best networkers I've ever met. I'm very grateful to call her my business partner, and she's got something really important. Candace was talking about her team going out and getting a lot of customers. Well, the customers are the baseline of any network marketing business, and what Dana is going to share with you is how to build a customer franchise and how to leverage that customer franchise and how to maintain that customer franchise and make great money just on getting customers, not even building a team, but just on customers. So Dana, welcome to the party this morning.
Woo, man, I'm fired up. I like to write notes, and as everything that Candace said spoke to my heart. So that was a great way to kick this awesome Super Saturday off. Thank you, David. Okay, so guys, my goodness. Like right now, the energy vibrating through my body, I'm so excited. I have goosebumps. I don't know about you guys. Tell me in the chat how you're feeling. We have the most incredible opportunity with everything being simplified. My Daily Choice is just really like Josh and Jenna. Can we just give it up for them in the chat below? Like, can we just have a moment of gratitude for our company owners that are giving us all of these tools? Okay, so I've done both. I've been a holistic doctor for 18 years, and I have 2 brick and mortar clinic locations. And then I have network marketing, right? So when I found network marketing, it was a breath of fresh air because everything was done for me. Everything was done for me, whereas I'd had the opportunity in the past, and I had to build it all with a brick and mortar. I had to build the website. I had to do all the heavy lifting behind the scenes. We are being handed on a silver platter this technology that will simplify the ability to build a residual income in any which way. And Candace just brought out all of the different tools you're going to have to use. All the different tools you're going to have to use. And so now we feel like, okay, we have all these tools. I want to teach you guys today how to build a customer franchise. Let me share my screen. Hold on one second. And then, because first of all, customers are our foundation. Like Candace said, they're our backbone. And she told you a whole bunch of different ways to, fat blaster kits, shareable carts, live streaming. We're going to have all these tools to get all these customers that are going to be the foundation of our business. First of all, I'm obsessed with network marketing for the people, right? You guys not love the people, the relationships you build. So you're going to see some different photos of our team that we've built in the last 2 years of incredible people, humans with beautiful hearts. And that's the good thing about network marketing. We get to create an impact and help change lives, whether it be financially or whether it be with our product. And so today I'm going to teach you guys how to impact more lives with our product, how to build a successful customer franchise, because every single one of us got a pay raise yesterday. Okay, you guys, I'm just going to say, pat yourselves on the back. You're all going to be getting paid more for your customers. We're now going to be getting 50% commission off the business volume every single time our customer orders. So what is that going to incentivize us to do? Treat them like gold, okay? And I'm gonna tell you guys different ways you can do that. Network marketing is the wave of the future. Not really, I think it's the wave of now. It's taking the place of franchising, which now requires too much capital for the average person. It's a way for every single human to have an online business. And one thing I've learned in the last almost 8 years in network marketing, oh, how I've grown, right? How we've all grown in this industry. One thing I've learned is that most people, 90% of people just want to be your customer. They're just happy trying the product. They're loving their life. Maybe some of them will become business builders, but by building a customer base, we're literally appealing to the 90%ers, okay? 90% of people that just want to be our customers. So be loud and proud of our new beautiful website. Be loud and proud of the products that we offer, right? Whichever way you want. I loved at our MDC mastermind, we got to come together as a leadership family a few weeks ago in Vegas. And I loved that Candace Byrd Davis said on stage, find your niche to make you rich, right? I love that, stuck with me. I was like, man, what is your passion in our product base? Now we have our Fuel FX, right? We have something for everyone. We have literally products for every single human on the planet. But what brings your passion out? Like, what are you going to be excited about? Is it body melt? Is it CBD? What has changed your life in our product line? And you might want to focus on that. Be very proud of that online store. So I don't know if any of you have, tell me in the chat if you have a Linktree site for your product. If you do. If you don't, I love the Milkshake app. It's a free website. It gives you links, and every single link can have your shareable cart, right? So try my hemp mama. This is my favorite outfit. Fuel Factor X. Save money on gas. You can have little links and you can have your cart. So as Candace is saying, create these shareable carts, maybe add a domain if you want to be fancy, right? And really treat your business like a business, but you can put it in a link tree that you can have on your bio, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, wherever you're sharing, right? Anything you could text to people, right? A milkshake link. Oh, how many of you guys have seen Tina Joy Carroll's story? Okay, so I love Tina Joy. She's like my sister from another mister. She is so passionate about the products that she uses every single day that she brings us along on the journey. She brings us along with her every single day as she goes on her stories and shows us what she's taking. She's taken her daily sprays. She's taken her magic oil, right? Her CBD oil. She's taken her Trim X. I don't like to hit a nerve with her because I know she's been missing the trim, but it's coming back in stock, y'all. So we know what products she's obsessed with. And because she's bringing us on the journey, it makes all of us want to try those products, right? So she's doing that every day on her Facebook, but guess who's watching? Not only the whole company, but more than likely all of her customers, right? Samples, have samples ready, guys. We have a great, I loved how Candace said, build a cart of $20 worth of samples, right? Samples are really great, but have them ready to share. I love team photos. You guys are gonna see a lot of them. You're gonna get spammed with them. Okay, customer support. Educate, educate, educate. The reason being is people, I loved how Candace also said she's agreed. She wants to know all the knowledge. Your customers are the same way. Network marketing is proven to have better quality products. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think the best products come from network marketing companies because you have to have exceptional products in order to work in a word of mouth model, right? You have to have products that people can see and feel the difference. Before and after photos are there, right? We all have our miles per gallon before and after photos for Fuel FX, things like that that create validation. Education creates validation, and you don't have to be an expert. It can be as simple as you want a flat tummy, let me tell you about our microbiome detox combo for a flat belly. Simple as that. Educate them what they're going to help you with. Guess what? Probiotics. They help with your immune system. Your happy brain chemicals are housed in your gut. So you're going to want to give your gut some love with our microbiome. Like, it's just a little simple to tell them what benefit they're going to gain. People don't care about what the product does. They care about what the product, how the product makes you feel. Okay. And same thing with a customer experience. People don't remember what you said. They remember the way you made them feel. And if you make them feel valued, loved, if you're grateful for them supporting your small business, people will feel that and they'll shop with you instead of somewhere else. Okay. And then the last thing I want to say about customer support is there are ways that we can create accountability among our customers. We can have a messenger thread just for our customers, for all of our body melters, right? All of the body melters go together on an accountability thread, and everyone's posting their recipes. Everyone's talking about their daily product usage. And that's where you can kind of get a little bit of camaraderie and create some culture among your customer base. Stories. How many of you guys have heard an incredible story about how one of our products has impacted a life in My Daily Choice? Did those stories create a level of belief in you that you can feel confident to go out and share, knowing the lives that you'll be changing with our products? Sell your products with stories. Talk about other people's stories too. I got to tell you about my friend, Andrea. She's lost, I don't even know how much Andrea's lost, Dave. What, 20 pounds? I know it was 17 pounds. Now I don't know.
Amazing, even, whatever it is.
She looks incredible. She's aging backwards. I want to tell you about my friend Jen. She's lost 45 pounds. I want to tell you about my friend Angie. She's lost 65 pounds. I want to tell you about my friend Tina. She's getting 10 more miles per gallon since starting Fuel FX. That stretches your gas tank. That gives you a lot more value, right? So you want to be saving those testimonials. You want to make sure you're giving your people validation with our products. If I'm selling a body melt, I promise you guys, I'm going in my album and I'm sending before and afters to people. We have a Facebook group for customers, which I'm going to talk about in a bit. And I promise you, I'm tagging them in all the testimonials because I want them to have belief in the products that they're purchasing. And I also want them to be invested in their own journey with the product. Okay. So save testimonials, tell stories, become a professional storyteller. Okay, guys, if you do not have a team customer group for testimonials, I would encourage you to consider starting one. You don't have to do a small one. I say go in as a group, go in with other leaders on your team, create one. If you have one, love on it. It takes a village, right? We're all in this together, and we want our customer group to be full of testimonials that we can add our prospects in that customer group, add our happy customers in there. And they're not only going to be getting information on other products we carry, right? Cross-selling with all of our amazing house of brands, but they're also going to be getting education, right? Educational videos. They'll be getting testimonials. They'll get that flooded if there's a lot of activity in the group. Now, I've got to tell you something about Facebook. If you don't love on that group, there will be crickets really fast. So it does have to be something part of your daily method of operation. All of the happy, excited people on your team need to be supporting, tagging people, adding value, adding testimonials from their customers, things like that. But when you do it, it's a perfect marriage, and it helps to support and funnel new reorders with all of your customer base on your whole team. Okay, educational videos, create culture among your customers, and prospects are allowed in there. Okay, and that's just a really, really great way to funnel your customer franchise and build it a little bit more solid. Another team photo. Culture is everything. You can create culture with your affiliates, or you can create culture with your customers all the same, because guess what, guys? We have something pretty magical with this company, and it makes me excited. Okay, a little stat for customer retention. Acquiring a new customer can cost 5 times more than retaining an existing customer. So that means it's harder to get someone to give you their credit card, way harder than it is after you already have their card, after they already have an account set up, after they're already a customer, and getting them to reorder. So this is where most of us drop the ball. And I think that's a big mistake. Okay, so I really want you guys to take this to heart. How many of us get a happy customer? We get so excited that someone's going to buy our product, and they buy our products, they purchase, and then we forget about them, or we don't love on them, or maybe they never order again. Has that ever happened to you? It's happened to me. Why? Because life is busy and I'm growing, right? In my own entrepreneur journey, we're all in it together. But this is definitely something we can all improve on. And now that you'll be getting paid that Don King money every single time your customers order at executive level, 50% payout, right? It's going to really incentivize us to fuel the reorders. We want happy customers that order every month, that can't wait to figure out their subscriptions. That's the other thing. Subscriptions, guys. Another team photo. Look at that. Because that's a good looking group here. I want to add some more photos on there from MDC Mastermind. That was so fun. Okay, guys, customer retention. So the subscriptions are huge. Candace talked a little bit about shareable cards, the subscriptions, live stream, right? All these incredible things that we're all going to be using to fuel our customer franchise. But the fact of the matter is, how many of you guys ever felt like people were turned off by auto ship? Even by just saying the words auto ship, okay? So I've always been proud of auto ship because auto ship means residual income to me. As a network marketing professional, I hear auto ship and I think residual income, which I believe every single one of you deserves to build an incredible residual income that gives you freedom. Freedom in any which way. That's my wish for you. But we also have to think of the trends. We have to think of the way that we're making our customers feel, right? And so the fact of the matter is, Josh and Jenna are so genius when it comes to what's trending in the marketplace. Subscribe and save is huge. And we can learn the subscribe and save lesson from the world's richest human, right? Jeff Bezos, richest man on the planet, Amazon. Subscribe and save, right? I get these immune gummies for my kids that are like high quality immune gummies. Subscribe and save. Why? Because it saves me time. I make sure it's coming every month. We never run out. Something they take daily, right? So we want to subscribe and save because it encourages consistency on taking our products. It gives them savings, right? It gives them convenience. So we want to really, really help. Not every customer is going to feel comfortable getting on subscribe and save right away. But a lot of them will. I think you'll be surprised, especially when you teach them and educate them up leading up to it, right? So if I'm talking to someone about body melt, I'm letting them know the maintenance is the most important part of body melt, right? Because if you lose 15 pounds and you don't maintain, your body is going to be trying to fight to go back to your old weight. Whereas if you maintain, you retrain your brain and your hypothalamus and you reset everything in your body to your new, nice, fabulous skinny weight, your flat tummy weight, okay? So we gotta make sure we maintain. And so I'm educating them on the maintenance ahead of time, knowing that means they'll get subscribe and save with the maintenance products. What are the maintenance products? Microbiome, Byrd, vegan protein. Those 3. Maintain. Keep the good nutrition flooding your cells, right? So we want to make sure we're doing that. So subscribe and save, educating and being proud of the subscribe and save, right? Maybe if auto ship made them feel bad or we were nervous about auto ship, Now we can be loud and proud. We can be loud and proud about them saving money, having consistent products that will be helping them and adding value to their lives. Okay. How many of you are preparing for 420? It's coming like a train. I know a whole lot of people rank events. I remember Tina Joy's story from last year. Do you guys remember Tina Joy's story? 42,000 BV left to hit 250K on the last day of the month. I think I'm telling it right, Tina. You might need to reiterate that story. I think people need to understand that 420 is coming. It's our biggest promo of the year. And they do promos for every country, right? And so we need to make sure that we are prepared. We have our contact manager ready. We might, if y'all are fancy, get the Project Broadcast texting app, $15 a month, right? And you have it ready to communicate to your customers, because if some people have maybe stopped ordering in the last 4 or 5 months, wouldn't this be a great way to get them back? Gift cards. So we talked a little bit about gift cards. I want to tell you, if I have a customer that hasn't ordered in 3 or 4 months, now that I can track that in our fancy new back office, I might be sending them some gift cards to incentivize them. Hey, Tina, I know you loved your body melt back in November. If you're thinking about getting some gut health products or getting some of the maintenance products or doing another round, I have a $20 gift card with your name on it. And if you purchase within the next 7 days, it's yours. So give them a time option and incentivize them for reorders. It's going to make a big difference. Communication is key. Be loud and proud of your customers, and always, always ask for referrals. Always. It's so, people do not love to lose weight alone. They want to lose weight. Girls like to lose weight with their girlfriends, with their mom, with their sister, with their hubby, whoever. They want to do it with a team. So ask for those referrals. And all I want to say as I close this out, grateful for each and every one of you, excited to be running with giants. And right now, it's time for the gas pedal, guys. It's time to push it on the gas pedal. Take advantage of this wave of growth, build your businesses, build your freedom income, and just super grateful. Super grateful to be here with each and every one of you. Thank you, David, so much. Thank you, Candace, for Davis coming in and sprinkling your magic and your wisdom on all of us. I can't wait for Kathy Humpheries, Jeremy Reynolds, Tina Joy Carroll. Like, this lineup is incredible. So grateful for all of you. Thank you, Dave. I'll pass it back to you.
Thank you, Dana. That was awesome. That was totally awesome. And I think it's really important that you look at 2 facets of the business. We do 2 things here, right? We get customers and we get customer getters. And so the baseline is always customers, but then there is a time where it's important to go out and get leverage in your business. And how do you get leverage? Well, you're either getting, as Dana said at the end there, you're either getting referrals from your customers, your satisfied customers, and getting leverage that way, or you're building a team. And the truth of the matter is, the 80%ers, I mean, listen, life is good for most. It's a very liquid economy, but the 80%ers are looking for an additional income stream. And that's where we have a great opportunity to introduce the My Daily Choice business opportunity to others. So thank you for that, Dana. That was awesome. So our next speaker is Kathy Humpheries. Kathy has joined us via the Beyond Group, that just got involved with us here at My Daily Choice. Kathy and her husband Todd have been in the industry for I think it's 18 years. She's a mama, but I think she's most proud about being a grandmom, because I see all her pictures on her stories. She loves that. And but she's a consummate pro. She's a pro in this space, and she's going to join us and do a little bit about working in your business. This is an important thing, guys. Really important thing to do and understand. So Kathy, are you with us?
I am. Can you hear me?
Oh, I love this background. You look fabulous. Good morning.
Awesome. Good morning. Good morning, Dana. Good morning, Tina, Joy. Good morning, Dave. And you know what? Candace is amazing. I haven't actually, Miss Davis, if you're still listening and on here, I haven't been able to actually meet you personally. Looking forward to it, and just so excited to see the type of leadership that My Daily Choice has assembled. We're grateful to have our journey from beyond coming here to My Daily Choice. And just a side note, like culture has to be, the right culture has to be intentional. You can't just like think that you're going to fall into the right culture. And Josh and Jenna and all of you to follow have created an intentional, amazing culture of just hard work and good, solid people that have wonderful lives. That I love the fact that the leaders, meet people where they're at and continue to show up and match effort with people. So super excited to be here. And I will say that I'm so excited about what they just unveiled. I've been trying to go through the back office last night and this morning, trying to figure out all the new little things back there. Because what I want to talk about today is, so many people talk about working on their business, or, as Candace said, a lot of people start spending a lot of time looking at details in ingredients and this and that, or studying this, or needing to know all the answers about the comp plan. I promise you, I built $1 million business without fully understanding the compensation plan. What I understood was the fundamentals, the basics, and the simplicity of the model, and went out and went to work. So, Dave, it is 20 years this month. 20 years in April of 2002 is when I started in this industry with absolutely no experience. Every single one of us start out the same way. Nobody comes fully armed with a full education on how to build and network marketing. Nobody comes with a full organization ready to rock and roll. We all start the exact same way the first time we get started in this industry. And it's been 20 years for me, and I've been extremely blessed to work hard, to gain a skill set, to learn as I've earned and learn as I've built, made millions of dollars, build massive teams, co-created, 10 or 12 multimillionaires in the industry, a lot of six-figure earners, thousands of five-figure earners. And it really is my passion. I love being able to have something to offer to show people that if they're willing to go out and do the work and plug in, that they too can change the trajectory of our life. It did ours. Of their lives. It did ours for sure. And we love to do that. We're loving Akashics. We're loving being able to teach people about CoinZoom and how to get in and actually start building a portfolio in the crypto space. If you're already an expert in crypto and you already have that handled, that's amazing. You should still switch out your subscription at least for 1 month and look at the Akashics platform. Look at the back office, because remember, it's not about you. It's never about you. I hope it's about you to your sponsor and to your upline, but it's not about you when you're in your business. It's about serving other people. It's about exposing this company and these products to other people, right? When you take the time to find out more about people than you do anything else in your company, you're going to be successful, especially with what My Daily Choice has just unveiled. I will tell you, Josh, I said this, I don't remember who, I think I was talking to one of my leaders, and I said, and this leader knows Josh, he actually turned My Daily Choice down years ago. And here he is back here with us, full circle, working with us. Also, I met Josh in 2014 working on a kind of a back-end management system to help people manage their business and leads and stuff like that. And he was just a young kid, and I helped him with that platform. And then we kind of went on our merry way. And then I heard that he started his own company, My Daily Choice. And I was like, he is 23 years old. God bless him. He's 23 and he started his own company. Wow. And then we kind of lost track. And it's a funny story. I didn't realize till I was approached by one of my really good friends about HempWorks. And I had no idea that HempWorks was one of the brands in My Daily Choice. I thought HempWorks was its own company. So come full circle, here we are. So excited to be here. So excited with everything. I told one of my leaders, I said, man, if Josh pulls this off, because we've been a part of companies that have upgraded their back office, that has upgraded their servers, that has launched new products at the same time. And there's been some disasters. And I've had full faith in Josh with the way that he is. And I thought, if he pulls this off, he is a freaking genius. We already know he is. But I love their passion and their heart for always wanting to give more and to do more and to think outside of the box of where there's other companies that would be like, oh, we can't do that, or we should. No, If it is for the affiliates and it's going to help us succeed, they're going to make it happen, and they're doing it. So excited about working in your business. And what I mean by that, guys, is you have to get in and work in your business, right? I've always been really frustrated with certain back office systems and companies that I've either consulted for or worked in, because they want to make it this big fancy, you know, the software guys are wanting to make this big fancy tree and all these underlayer things that you got to get into. And I'm going, no, this business has to be simple. The back office has to be simple, straightforward, easy to navigate. I don't want people camping out in their back office. There's a formula. It's called, write this down. It's called 80, 19, and 1. And I think I've touched on this in previous trainings before. But it is the formula that if you follow, no matter how many hours you work your business, you will be extremely successful if you work hard to follow it to the T as close as you can. Well, a lot of times when we do this formula with our teams, when we're launching businesses and we're saying, okay, you know, here we're going to launch this 80, 19, and 1 with you. Sometimes when the back office is complicated and things are hard to get to, or they don't really understand what the network marketer needs as far as the back office to go out and build their business, people get stalled and they can't, you know, really work that formula. So 80% of your time is in income producing activities. And a lot of the times in this industry as well, we confuse what that is. And I know that Tina Joy knows what she does that's income producing. She also knows what it takes to prepare and all the things she's doing that she knows isn't income producing at that moment, but that will be, right? Same with you, Dana. Same, I know Candace does. So 80% of your time. So let's talk about that. Let's say you are working. Everybody comes in and starts building this business part-time. 90% will stay working at part-time. That's just a fact. That's just the numbers. If you can't work it part-time and be successful, you'll never do it full-time. It's just not going to happen. So learning, and a lot of people, I think they feel like if they only work 10 hours a week, they're not like really serious. That's not true. You can do a lot in 10 hours a week. And, you know, listening to Dave and Dana talk about how there's so many people that are looking right now. There's so many people that we have an opportunity to not only help them save money, but to then go out and make more money. We have this house of brands that can do all of that. And yet people have jobs, they have kids, they have lives, right? They have things that they're doing. So giving people permission and empowering them that 10 hours a week, you can make good money. I can show you how to make a 6-figure income in less than 20 hours a week. I've done it thousands of times. So not making people think they have to quit their job or they're taking on a whole nother job, but being really, gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? 80% of your time is prospecting. 80% of your time is promoting. Become the best promoter and you will win. So 80%. So if you're working 10 hours a week, that means 8 of those 10, you are sharing your links. You are sharing your product. You are doing a presentation, whether it's in person, jumping on a Zoom, the live stream feature. I'm freaking out over that. I cannot wait for that. So you're plugging people into the information 80% of the time. I will say in my career, this company, what they've put together has given people the opportunity to hit that 80% more than I've ever seen before. Because a lot of the times when you're trying to hit that 80%, there's always these stalls or this, or, well, what about that? And, oh, I hit a roadblock over here. The shareable carts are like magic, especially with the House of Brands, because I've already gone in and created I've created all the carts I want to share. Of course, Fuel Factor being number 1, Akashics being number 2, Body Melt being number, like I have already created those because I know when I'm forming people, and we'll talk about that in just a minute, I'm going to find out what are their needs, what are their goals, what are their desires, what do they want to do? You can only get so excited about what I'm excited about. You can only get so excited about my success or the top leader's success. You want it for yourself. Well, if you can find out what they want and then direct them to that simply and lead them with their dreams, their goals, their desires, what they want, they'll follow you anywhere if you lead them with their dreams and what they want. How do you do that? By finding out about them, right? There's 2 things. There's the 80, 19, and 1 rule, and there's the forming rule. And with what My Daily Choices put together, you could hunker down in those 2 areas and be extremely, extremely successful. So 8 hours, putting people in front of the product, putting people in front of a presentation, following up and asking them what they liked about what they saw, getting them started. That's 80% of your time. 19% of your time is training, like these trainings here. or if you're doing personal development, I mean, I spend at least 30 to 45 minutes a day, every day on personal development, any kind of training, any kind of learning. If you want to learn from Dr. Dana and what she's passionate about in the ingredients in our health and wellness products, you can do that.
Get back up here.
You can do that. You can take your training time and do that, right? Pick those things that you're passionate about, that you want to learn more about, and do that 19% of the time of those 10 hours. The last is 1%, and that is problem solving. And if you understand full momentum, which I've experienced, and you understand the blessing of the house of brands and My Daily Choice, and you go out and you spend 80% of your time putting your product and your company and your business in front of people, you don't have any problems. There's no problems. That's why, you know, some people are like, 1% problem solving. Yes, if you're focused on the right intention and you're doing the right things, there are no problems. The company has done everything they possibly can to create no problems for you to go out and share this business. So unfortunately, that 80, 19, and 1 is always the other way around. People are spending 1% prospecting, 1% putting their products in front of people, because why? Are they scared? Are they afraid they're not going to be able to answer a question? Whatever it is. So 1%, and then, you know, 19% you can still do training. And a lot of the times, 80% of the time is they're trying to solve problems that aren't even really there. So the company has really set you up for success. I can't think of another company that's done it better. I love the way that they can pivot, and that they know when to pivot, and they will have the courage to pivot. So they've done all the work for you. All you have to do is go out and share. And the way that they've created the shareable carts, the website, everything that they've done, the videos are amazing. The 23-minute video, that's my presentation. That's what I'm sending people to. As far as building a business, if I'm looking for people to join me in the building, I'm going to share those shareable carts with the product. Get that out to people. There's so many things in your back office that they've created. They've got the capture pages. Use those. They're fun. Go use the capture pages. I love that we now just have a one My Daily Choice link. That is your link. That is the website you're going to share. So there's so many options, so many things. I encourage you to get back there. Do take some time to really get familiar with, how to set up your subscription. If you're not swapping out your subscriptions, I'm going to tell you right now, we've only been here since really like getting in going since November, and I've tried everything. Like if I could show you my display shelf over here of everything I have literally tried everything. Now, do I use everything every day? No, that's not realistic, but I've tried everything. I have my Cosmecology on. I used my Mantra Spa when I showered this morning. I used the hemp lotion. I used the relief cream on my neck. Like I could go on and on. I use the scents. I love the scents. I love the sea. Anyway, swap out your subscriptions. Use the products. Understand that it's great to have an idea of how the product worked for you and what you like about it. Do that. And we have the opportunity to do that. We have a lot of products that you don't use every 30 days. And that's another roadblock in network marketing, is sometimes people will have a product and they're like, yeah, but like that product lasts me 3 months. So how do I continue to have a subscription, and how do I keep people on subscription? We don't have that problem here. We have a house of brands. You can pick whatever you want, swap them out all the time. Todd loves the coffee. There's just so many things that you can try. So I would do that. So in your back office, let me settle on this for a minute. Now that we have a new back office and you've got all these new things to do, take some time to go in and think about you as the person that is building the business, you as the affiliate. What do you need to have set up, and what do you need to know? You need to have your subscription set up, right? You want to go make your shareable carts that you're going to share. You want to make sure you have all your links, your website link, and all your shareable cart links. When I created my shareable cart links, I then copied them in my notes, in my phone and in my computer. So if I'm on my phone or I'm out and about and I'm talking about Fuel Factor X, I can pull up my notes, copy that, and share it with them in a text message. So don't just create your shareable carts in your back office and then have to run back there to grab it. Copy them somewhere, put them in your notes, make a part in your notes that are links. So you have your main link, and then you have all your shareable carts in there. So you're able to share on the fly when people ask. It's so important that you have that information, the simplicity, being able to send it right away, get people started. So your subscription, your shareable carts, making sure you can use your contact manager. You can see your people there. They've got the chat bubble there for you to chat with your people. Make sure you know where your customers are and being able to check on them. So you as a person have a business to manage, and make sure you understand what you need in the back office to do that. We don't want you camping out back there. Part of your 80% is not in the back office. Okay. Part of your 19% probably isn't really in the back office. Maybe could be. Make sure you have everything set up. Understand the holding tank. The holding tank's super powerful in that you can, as you're sharing your links and you're sharing your carts and people are going in and enrolling, they're going in your holding tank. And then you have the opportunity to go ahead and place them where you want to place them before the time is up. Understand the holding tank, how powerful it is. I'll do a training down the road on, it's called building a fire. And when you have we used to do it without a holding tank. We used to do it with paper apps. But you can now with the technology, it's even more powerful to do it. And having the holding tank is crucial for that. It's called building a fire, and it's called, matching effort with effort, and it's helping create momentum within your organization. The holding tank is super powerful for that. So understand that. Know how you as a person are going to keep track of your customers, your affiliates, your volume, what's going on with you as your business. Okay. And then go figure out the way that they put it together that you can now taproot down, and you can find people in your organization that are being successful, that are creating volume, that are gaining customers, and you're able to reach out and work with them and touch base with them and say, what can I do to help? Let us know, what we can do to help you. This is great. You're doing an amazing job. Talk to your affiliates, talk to your customers. We built a huge customer base on a keto product in 2015 with a network marketing product. And we had 10,000 customers, and not one of them knew it was a network marketing product because they were online to buy the product. They weren't in it for the business. So we built this huge customer base of people using our product, loving our product. There's another way that you can take those customers. So you can ask them to come on one of your calls and tell their story without pressuring them to come into the business. So there's a whole way, when you look at the information in your back office, there's all these ways that you can upgrade and get people more involved. 98% of people fail in this industry due to lack of involvement. And you've just now got a back office put in your hands that's going to help you keep people involved, keep them close to the fire, keep them plugged in. So it's up to you to use that. Josh and Jen have created it for you. They know exactly why they created it that way. Go in and keep people close to the fire, whether they are an affiliate or a customer. I used to bring customers on our call and just say, hey, look, you have an extraordinary story. And would you do me a big favor? I want to send you a sample of our new flavor, but will you do me a big favor and come on our call and just tell your story? People really need to hear your story. Look, facts tell, stories sell. And I would just appreciate it with the results that you've had if you would come on and tell your story. There have been multiple times that I've done that in my career, and people have stayed on to the end of the call, and they were a customer when they started. And when the call ended, they were calling me going, okay, I want to do what those people are doing. I'm excited. I love the products. I've had the results. I can share my story. I think I want to do the business. And they upgrade to an affiliate. So there's so many things you can do in the back office, but work in your business and understand you have your responsibility as an affiliate, as an up and coming leader, whatever rank you want to hit, whatever it is that you want to do, you have that responsibility to yourself, and make sure that you're dialed in on that information. Everything's set up the way you want it in your back office, and then go out and start focusing on people that are coming into your business, whether they're a customer or an affiliate, and help them get to where they say they want to be. And you have all the tools. I'm still overwhelmed of all of the things that they unleashed. The fuel factor, guys, I talked about this on our Akashics call a couple of days ago. There's something to be said about personal timing. A lot of the times when you talk to people and they want to get involved, they want to do something, but it's just like not the right time for them, right? They either have this going on or that going on or whatever, and it's not the right time. That goes out the window when you have a product like Fuel Factor X that is the timing right now in our world with the fuel, with everything, with inflation, with everything's going on. There are people that they're not going to wait for their personal timing to happen. The time is now to get uncomfortable, to get out of your comfort zone, to go out, to sacrifice, to do the things you've got to do to get this product in people's hands, because this product, as it's so crazy to have all the brands that we have. This product alone is going to put this company in massive momentum, period. And the cool thing is when hopefully we get to where the gas prices go down. I don't know why I would ever stop using it, even if the gas prices go down, because of what it does for your car, because of what it does for your vehicle, and who doesn't always want to save, right? But when things settle down and the gas prices go down a little bit, you have a whole group of affiliates and customers that are now open to the House of Brands, and they see everything else. They see all the things that they're already buying, all the things that they're already using, and they're able to plug in and start using something else. So work in your business, use the 80, 19, and 1 as effectively as you can. It is hard to get to 80%, but My Daily Choice just made it easier for you by creating all the things. I mean, there's so many times I've seen people come in and they want to run and they want to launch their business, but then all of a sudden they're like, I got to create a website. I got to create this. I got to know this. I got to understand. And they stall. None of that is needed. It's all done for you. You just got to go and get organized, see what's in it for you in the back office, how to track your own growth, your own numbers, your subscriptions, everything, your holding tank setting, everything you need, and then go out and start focusing on the people that are already in your organization, finding out what do they want? Where do they want to be? They might already be where they want to be. Wonderful. But there are people that if you get them more involved and you're working in your business, they will grow and you'll help them grow. The forming process is super important. So I feel like what I thought about with what Josh and Jen have been able to do is the 80, 19, and 1 is challenging if a company doesn't have it right. And the forming process is challenging because you're too busy trying to figure out how to send a link or talk about a product or whatever. They've taken care of that for you, and have faith in that and understand that they've already done that for you. So go out and form people. And if you've heard me say this before, it is the most powerful way to find out what people need, where they're at in their life, and how you can help them. People don't want to hear your pitch per se. Just, running into someone at the grocery store you haven't seen and going, hey, I'm over here doing this. You should come join me. No, find out about them. How are their family? We've all been isolated. We've all been through super weird times, and we're continuing to. And holding on to that human connection is super important, and it's challenging right now. Finding out how is their family? How are their kids? If you're catching up with them and you've known them in the past, find out how they're doing. What are they doing? So that's F, family. Find out about their family. What's going on with them? Find out about their occupation. Are they still working the job they hate? Are they still working somewhere that they wish they didn't have to? Or maybe they don't have a job. Find out about that. Find out what they are possibly doing for fun when we haven't really been, our travel has been restricted and all the things that have been going on. Find out what they like to do for fun. And if you find out about their family, their occupation, their recreation, what they like to do for fun, your message will then be tailored to what it is that they want, to what it is that you can help them achieve. And then after that, you're just becoming I call it a police officer and a cheerleader. So you're just pointing them to the information and then just cheering them on, pointing them and cheering them on. And guys, that's not easy to do in a lot of companies because it's just not seamless. It's just not simple. It is with My Daily Choice. So if you focus on writing down the 80, 19, and 1, figuring out how you're going to do that, the hours you're working in your business, get in your back office, dig in there, take some time this weekend to really figure out, get your carts all done, get your links put in your notes, get prepared, understand where everything is, where all the videos are. The 23-minute video is amazing. The fuel video is awesome. Akashics is coming out with a killer new video. Can't wait to see that. Get all those things prepared somewhere that when you go out to work your business 80% of the time in those income producing activities, you're prepared. Because that's another thing. If you're working the business part-time and then all of a sudden, like you get home from your job and you take care of everything, you're like, I'm going to work my business. And they're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure what to do. And then by the time you figure it all out, it's your time's up. And then you're frustrated because you're not building your business because it's not working. Be prepared. Take the time to get in your business, figure out where everything is, get all your links, all the videos. I have a notes tab on my phone and in my computer that has all my links in it that I can access right away, and I can just copy and paste and share it to whoever I want to share it with. Get prepared, get organized, understand what's available to you in your new back office, and get in there, taproot your leadership, love on your customers, and then make sure that you are 80% of the time prospecting new people. Like Dave said, momentum is, you're going to see masses of people come in that have never heard the name My Daily Choice. That's massive momentum. And that's going to happen. And it's going to happen with or without you. A lot of people think that when they're in a company that goes into momentum, that they're just going to ride this magical wave, but nope. We actually are responsible for putting the company into momentum. The company has given us everything we need. It's our turn to now go push them into momentum. We are going to do that with our income producing activities. 80% of the time doing that, 19% of the time personal development, trainings like this, whatever it is that you are putting in to grow yourself, and then 1% problem solving, and then go out, have fun this weekend after you get organized and you understand what's available in your back office, and you have all your shareable carts made and everything. Go out, and I just challenge you, just go form 20 people without any kind of expectation. Just go form them, go reconnect with them, ask them what they're doing. And I promise you, they need Fuel Factor X, no matter what it is that they're doing. So I was kind of all over the place, but super excited and honored and blessed that you guys have asked me to be on here. I love this group. I'm just so grateful and excited to see where all of you are going to head up in the next 6 months are going to be pretty spectacular, going to be pretty amazing. We're going to show up in, I think it's Orlando, isn't it, Dave, where the convention is? We're going to all show up, and you're going to see, you're not going to recognize your business or your life. You guys have extraordinary leadership. You have some of the best in the industry. I promise you, I've seen a lot and been around. Don't take that lightly, and go out and create your dreams and your goals. And I'm excited to see you guys in Orlando. So thanks, guys. Thanks so much.
Awesome, Kathy. Thank you very much for gracing us with all your wisdom, with your experience. I love what you say. I mean, look, the truth of the matter is, ignorance on fire is more powerful than knowledge on ice. And I think that's a really, you didn't say it that way, but that's how I interpret it. It's just like, just harness that energy you have right now and go and apply it.
Yep.
Go and apply it and have some fun. So thank you, Kathy. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, good stuff. So I'm gonna before I bring Tina Joy Carroll up, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the comp plan. I'm not gonna get granular on you guys, but I want to make some comments about it, because I think it's really important that we're all kind of on the same page here. So check this out. As you all know, it used to be 200 points to become an executive. It used to be 100 points to become a director, and so on and so forth. The beauty about some of the changes in our compensation plan is that the company has made this applicable to the masses. Okay, and as you can see by this slide here, yeah, people can come in for free, if you will, and get 25%, customer acquisition bonuses. They're not going to get binary. Maybe they get 1 levels of jump starts, but that's a great thing. And as Josh has mentioned on the webinars, somebody can literally do that and make their way through the entire compensation plan. Second option is, you can come in with 40 points and be a builder. You can get paid 30% on those CAB bonuses, or you can become a director and get 35, or you can become an executive for only 90 points and get 50%. So the question I want you to ask yourself is, A, where are you today? Where are you today? Are you leveraging the compensation plan to the best of your abilities? Are you an executive? Are you getting 50% CAB bonuses? Are you getting 4 levels of jump starts? Are you getting the highest binary payout? You see, this is the thing here. It's really important to recognize that, because friends don't let friends get paid less on building their business. And as you can see here by the customer acquisition bonus, you're either getting paid 25, 30, 35, or 50. Again, what do you want out of this? Okay, and the answer is obviously 50%. The global bonus pool, this is going to play a big part with people going out and building a customer base, or affiliates for that matter. The point I want to make here as it pertains to the adjustments is that you're still able to get 1 share of the pool for every 4 customers and or affiliates that you enroll in a particular month, but they have to be 40 points minimum. They have to be 40 points minimum. And so one of the things when Dane and I were in Las Vegas in December of 19, when we were talking about the compensation plan, we kind of asked Jen, like, what are some of the keys to building this thing? And she mentioned the power of 4. She mentioned how the fact that each and every month, you should be enrolling 4 people into this business. So over a year, it's like 50 people, but that's your consistency. It's that once per week. And what you have to do to get that is up to you. But this is a really powerful part of the plan. And then, of course, there's the binary piece, which is, you have to be binary qualified. And one of the great things about the adjustments they've made to the plan is that 80% of all new enrollments business volume goes to the cap bonuses and 20% goes into the binary. So it's going to increase the pace of you becoming, receiving a binary check. And the analogy that I give is a 90-point triangle. So if you're on here, there should never be a question in your mind as to whether you're binary qualified or not. As long as you sponsor 90 points on your left leg, 90 points on your right leg, and you got 90 points personal volume, you're going to be binary qualified at the executive level. Okay. So those are the things that we kind of pound the table on with our team is number one, always be binary qualified. Number two, always subscribe to the Power of Four and get at least one of the global bonus pool shares, and always get paid at the highest particular rank. Now, here's one example that I want to show you guys before I introduce Tina. One example of what really differentiates this plan, this company from any other company in the industry. Okay, where you had, this is all about customers. This has nothing to do with building a team. This is very applicable to each and every one of us. It's super applicable to social media influencers out there. But here's an example of personally enrolled preferred customer volume. Okay, now I try to keep this really simple. I know there's no perfect world out there, but if you go out there and you set a goal, your baseline goal of having 1,250 points of personally enrolled preferred customer volume at all times, and going out and subscribing to 4 enrollments each month, here's the income you're going to make, just yourself. Okay, the customer acquisition bonus is $500 alone, because listen, there's not a company out there in the space that will pay you 50% of the business volume out of the gate and 50% ongoing for maintaining those customers. Okay, so you can make $500 a month or $6,000 a year just by having 1,250 business volume from your customers. Now, if you go out and get 4 new enrollments in a particular month, let's say there's 50 BV per enrollment, there's another $100 in cap bonuses, which gives you a share in the global bonus pool, which is averaged about $50 over the 2 years that we've been involved. That's $650 per year, $650 per month, $7,800 per year. Now think about this for a moment. Like, the average household income in America today is roughly $45,000. It's not that easy with the inflationary environment, like inflation and how it's affecting families today. It's not that easy to go to your boss and ask for a 15 to 20% bump in salary, right? Here's the way you can do it. And this is for the masses, guys. So it's a really important thing, really important thing to recognize. So I'm going to take this off screen share and bring on our next speaker. But I hope you guys take that to heart, because like, if you just take that model and do that yourself and find 5 people to do the same, you're going to be well in your way into the leadership ranks, into 5K, on your way to 10K in this business, and have a permanent, and I mean a permanent, comment in your check. Now, our next speaker is Tina Joy Carroll. She's a 250K affiliate. She's a classic 3-2-1. She's a mom of 3, a grandma of 2, a wife of 1. Her background, she talks a lot about it. She's a high school dropout. She was a teen mom. She's in recovery, and she's one of the most amazing, outspoken affiliates that I've seen within my daily choice. She always has a smile on her face. She's always on purpose with everything she does. She's going to grace our presence and really talk about how to make that baseline money that I was talking about here with my daily choice. So Tina, are you with us?
Hi. I'm so excited. And I wore my bougie ears because it is getting bougie up in here.
Very, very bougie. Well, that is very bougie.
I mean, come on. I mean, everybody has said it. If you are not getting ready to absolutely go into the most momentum you've ever experienced in your life in network marketing, then I just have to ask if you have a pulse, because I've never been so excited in my entire life like I am right now about what's to happen. Like, I can feel it to the core of my being, what is going to happen for me and so many others that put their foot on the gas and do not take it off. Like, it is going to be epic. But first and foremost, I want to thank Dave and Dana. I love you both so much. My past is abandonment issues. And so I never felt wanted anywhere, but including my own parents. And so you guys make me feel so loved and so special. And I'm just so grateful for that. You'll never know what that means to me. Candace, Byrd Davis, girl, you know I love you so much. You are just like my sister. I'm so grateful for you and all that you bring to this industry and to our company. And Kathy, I swear, I just feel so blessed that you're in this company and that I get to call you my friend. When I ran into you at the gift shop in Vegas and you just hugged me and you were so sweet, you just don't know what those things mean. And so I say all that to say this: if you aren't getting around these people, you should be. They're amazing and they will pour into you in ways that you did not know that you needed. And it has absolutely nothing to do with your paycheck. So who are you? How many of you are fired up about what Josh and Jenna just put out yesterday? Like, I literally was like, and I hate to use this word, but it's honestly how I felt. I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed with joy. I was overwhelmed with gratitude. I was overwhelmed trying to figure out all the things in the back office. Like, I was just like, oh my God. And then with Fuel Factor X, like, if you would have told, it makes sense. It makes sense that I would sell a fuel product because it's so different than what anybody thinks I would sell. And that's kind of what I've always done my whole life. It's just done the exact opposite of what people think. So all the things, I'm clearly excited, but I got a ton of notes for you guys, a ton. We're going to talk about 1K. We're going to talk about people in your organization, maybe even you, maybe you're somebody that's not ever made any money. We're going to talk about how you can make money in this industry. The $500 a month will change someone's life. And why is 1K so important? So, you know what? I got to stop there because I had one more thing I wanted to say to you before I started my training and I almost forgot. And this is probably one of the most important things. And I learned this from my mentor, Ray Higdon. If you aren't showing gratitude to the people that are pouring into you that will probably never make a penny off you, you're missing the mark. And here's why. You cannot attract something that you aren't doing. You can't attract something that you hate. Right. And so literally every single time one of these amazing people have gone up, I've made sure to show them gratitude in my personal stories on Instagram and Facebook, to show them love, to make sure that they know how much I appreciate them. And I will not have a fear of loss mentality that if I mention Candace Byrd Davis on my stories, is somebody going to go buy from her and not me? Well, with that attitude, they probably will anyways, right? And so I want to say that because it's so important. We live in a world where we're afraid to edify people and be grateful for people who are pouring into us. And that is just stupid and it's crazy. And I'm putting a stop to it. So go make sure that you're showing gratitude and love to the people that are pouring into you, that have spent, an hour and a half so far. It'll end up being almost 2 hours by the time I'm done with you today, for absolutely $0. It's just because we genuinely want to see you win. Now let's get started. 1K. 1K is the core rank. What does a core rank mean? The person that gets the most people to 1K wins. Period. End of story. In my dream book, okay, on my dream board, I'm going to find it right here. 1,000 1K affiliates on my team. Freedom Family has the most 1K affiliates in the company. Why do I say that? Because I know if I can get the most people to 1K, our core rank, everybody wins. You want to know something else? If I can get somebody to 1K, they can go 100K. They can go 100K, right? And so you need to grasp this. You need to understand how vital 1K is. It's the rank where they get recognition from the company. It's the rank where they get an award from the company. Do you know that in life, tell me in your life outside of network marketing, where anyone has ever given you an award, where they have ever shown you any recognition for getting 1,000 in volume? Like, how many of you have ever had a sales job? Like, I had a sales job. I had to be in the top 10% of the company in my sales job to get a trophy 18 months later. Like, it took them 18 months to even get my trophy for the time that I hit it, right? So understand how powerful that is. It also is the rank that builds belief. Belief is powerful, my friends. How many of you have ever started a diet and you lost those first 5 pounds and you're like, okay, it's working. I could do it. Right? Like, you had the belief. And so it led you to the next 5 pounds, right? That is what 1K does. 1K builds the belief in you and in your affiliates that they can get to that next level, that they can get to 2K, that they could get to 3K, that they could get to 4K, and so on and so on and so on. So you really need to strategize 1K. So how do we do that, right? Well, first of all, you need to ask your people this question. How does $500 a month change your life? What would you do with an extra $500 a month? Right? Not everybody, okay, is looking to make $500,000 a month, like $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month. They're not. Most people are so strapped and so stressed because they're so strapped that first of all, $500 a month seems believable to them. They're like, yeah, maybe I could make an extra $500 a month, right? So that is why this rank is so important. Ask them, how does $500 a month change your life? And what will you do with the $500 a month? Why are you asking those questions? Because we'll just use Kathy as an example. I'm talking to Kathy and I'm like, Kathy, what will you do with $500 extra a month? And she's like, Dana, right now, it would just be great to be able to go to the grocery store because prices are so much higher and be able to buy good organic food for my family. That's something we can talk about. Then when Kathy's having a bad day and Kathy's like, girl, I don't know if I can send any more of these messages. I don't know if I can do this. I'm like, but girl, don't you want to get those groceries? Don't you want to get the organic groceries? I mean, that's why we're doing this, aren't we? Then suddenly I bring her back to why she wanted the money. And she's like, okay, I got one more day in me. I can send one more message, right? And you got to stop making it so hard for people. I was talking to someone the other day and guys, I am so guilty of this. Okay. I want to be so clear with you. It's something happens to us when we get in network marketing where we think we have to overcomplicate the heck out of things. And it is just the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I am so guilty of this. And it took me getting professional help. Okay. I had to get professional help from Reynolds to stop and spend a lot of money to stop doing it. But stop making it so hard for people to have success in your organization. Stop creating 8,000 steps for people to have to jump through or hurdle over and get through just to get to the information they need to get out there and start making that $500 a month, right? To get to that 1K rank. We have now, I'm sweating. I'm so excited, people. Like, I'm sweating. Oh my God. We now have live stream. Do you understand? Like, are you comprehending that is duplication on steroids? We talk a lot about duplication in network marketing, but it's like this thing that is talked about, but never really seen. You're like, who has it? Can you just tell me if I will pay you all my check if you'll just tell me how I can have it, right? This is what it is. This is why it's so powerful. So you're going to get your people pointing to those live streams. You're going to stop trying to be the expert on everything in this company. I don't need to be an expert on CoinZoom. Kathy Humpheries is. I don't need to be an expert on body melt. Dana is. I don't need to be an expert on FFX. Candace is. Why in the world would I do anything different than just point them to these live streams that Josh has created? And how many of you have seen an Amazon Live? And you understand how those work. Like, how many of you seen an influencer's Amazon Live? Because this is what Josh created for you for free, okay? That you can point people to and how you're going to help people get to the 1K rank or you get to the 1K rank yourself. You're going to point them to this video. So I'm going to point them to Kathy's CoinZoom video, her live video. She's going to talk about it. She's going to share the product, which is the Akashics membership, okay? I'm going to send my link to my friend. They're going to watch it. They're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, this sounds like something I want to get into. And when they buy the Akashics membership, it goes to me. It goes to me. Do you know how powerful that is? I didn't have to know about CoinZoom. First of all, I don't know about it. Let's face it, okay? Like, I have the membership, never done a thing with it because I'm like, I don't know. I'm red. I'm not green at all. I don't know that there's any green in me whatsoever, okay? So that is what is so powerful about these live streams. You got to be using the tools and pointing them to the tools. And then this goes back to what I was talking about, having that fear of loss mentality, that if you put somebody in front of Kathy, they're going to want to join Kathy, or if you put somebody in front of Candace Byrd Davis, they're going to want to join Candace Byrd Davis. My God, you know what I'm going to tell them? I'm going to be like, look, here's the cool thing. Like, you join me, you get Kathy, you get Dana, you get Candace. Like, hello. Like, that right there is plenty enough reasons for you want to join my team, because you're going to get all of these people at your disposal, right? Instead of having this fear of mentality. Like, that's not going to work for you. Next is something that I was just taught by Ray Higdon and that I am personally doing. Okay. And it's working like crazy for FFX. And this is how, because here's the thing, people are going to be skeptical because that's what people are, right? They just are skeptical. Like, how many of you were in the CBD boom and everybody was skeptical of, hello, I was one of them, right? I was like, oh, come on. First of all, that's probably illegal. I mean, like, I'm in the Bible Belt, and like, that's probably illegal. So no, thank you. Right? Missed the wave on that, jumped in on the tail end of that. But I'm going to share this with you. If you are a leader on here that are in VIP or in Inner Circle, you can make this video yourself. Okay. I'm going to share this video with you. If you want mine, you can have a copy. Just message me on the Facebook and I will send it to you. Okay. But I'm going to show you, this is what Ray Higdon told me to do to address the skepticism. And I had my husband do it because he's a dude and people believe dudes when it comes to products about fuel and such. Hang on, I got to find it. Like I've literally shared this so many times. Hang on. Turn up my volume on my phone.
Hey everybody, Donnie Carroll here. I was more skeptical than probably anyone when my wife shared with me this Fuel Factor X. I'm a car guy. I've worked on cars all of my life. And so I had to try it in my truck. I drive a lot for work. And here's what I'll tell you. I got 82 more miles out of my tank of fuel. So they say it's a 10 to 20% savings. I did the math. That's going to work out to 22 to 62 cents per gallon in savings. Also, if you run premium, you don't have to run premium with this. So you could even add on to that savings. So I was interested in how it works. So I did a little bit of research. And what it does is it ignites the fuel earlier and burns it longer, therefore wasting less. You don't have any going out your tailpipe. The cool thing is you can use it in anything. I'm going to use it in my lawnmower. You can use it in your motorcycle, side-by-sides, whatever. And two, they say it extends the engine life and it lubricates. So I've always wondered why diesels get 300, 400, 500,000 miles on an engine. Well, there's more lubricants in diesel fuel. So this also helps with that. So I'll tell you what, I would try it out. You're going to get more mileage out of each tank.
1 minute and 9 seconds. He told me I had to keep it under 1 minute and 30 seconds, and it had to address skepticism because that's what most people are going to feel when you're talking to them about this product. We made this. I gave it to my entire team. Literally, they are pimping my husband out all over the world. My husband is just being pimped out freely all over the free world today. He is, and he doesn't mind. He's like cool with it. And it is working. Everyone that is watching this video of my husband's, it is working. So if you don't want to use mine, whatever, I don't care, but I would make one and it needs to be that simple. He didn't go into a bunch of science. He didn't go into any pricing, none of that. They have to get back to the affiliate to get all that information. And then if we find that somebody's like green, like Candace, and likes a lot of information, totally fine. You know what we're going to do? You know that video Chris Robinson's going to make on the 11th? We're going to send them that one second. We're going to send them that one second. If that one doesn't close the deal, then they get Chris Robinson's, where he can go into all the great detail in a much longer video about all the information. But here, can I tell you something? Let me tell you something. Not one person has asked for more information yet. Not one. That was enough. 1 minute and 9 seconds did the trick. Okay. So if you want it, message me, leaders. I can send it to you and you can get it to your teams. It's like literally you can send it through Facebook Messenger and they can save it to their phone and they can just send it out. It doesn't have any of my branding on it whatsoever. I mean, other than my husband saying his name, that's the only thing. So if you want it, let me know. But that is what we're doing with FFX. Like I said, we're only sending more information. If they ask, stop talking yourself out of the sale. Your job is to get the information in front of them and let them make the decision. I was talking to someone yesterday or 2 days ago, and they were literally telling me all the reasons why they couldn't present it to their company. And I was like, what are you doing? Why did you just take the decision away from your company to use your product? There isn't a company out there that isn't looking for a way to, save money. There's not a single company on the planet that's not looking for a way to save money. And you now have a way to help them save money. I don't even know of a company that doesn't have transportation costs. Every company has transportation costs, right? And then two, if you are not in my 10X your fuel factor and 420 list blitz, get in it. We're going to be giving you from today through next Friday, we're going to be literally laying out how you can absolutely crush the FFX and the 420 sale. So get in there. I won't get into all that. You need to be freaking excited. Whether you're excited or not, it's contagious. And if you're wondering why people aren't purchasing from you, go take a look at your profile, your stories, and figure like, are you excited? Are you fun to be around? Like, I don't want to buy from Debbie Downer. I don't even want to be around Debbie Downer. I'm to the point in my life, I ain't even letting Debbie Downer in my life. right? So you have got to be freaking excited. Okay, everybody ask me for the video. Message me on Facebook and I will send it to you on Facebook, okay? Because I can't send it on here. So message me on Facebook and I'll pop it over to you as soon as I get off here. You want to share your story. This has been talked about a couple of times, so I won't go into great detail, but your story is going to change people's lives. And you got to stop being afraid to share the hard parts. The hard parts are what makes you relatable. Okay. It doesn't mean you have to share all the hard parts at one time, but you got to be willing to share those things to make yourself relatable to people. There are still parts of my story that I haven't shared publicly with people. I'm just not there yet. I'm not ready to share those parts, but the parts that I have shared have made me completely relatable and normal. Because here's what I can't relate to. I can't relate from the perfect human. I can't, because I'm like, well, ain't that freaking special that you're perfect, but that ain't my dang life. And I can't relate to you because nothing in my life has ever been easy or perfect. Right. And so if you want to attract more people, then become more relatable. Because you might be in a place now where your life looks a lot different than it used to, but you need to remind them where you started, because just because they jumped in at chapter 15, they need to be reminded of chapter 1. Super, super important. And if you're saying to yourself, yeah, I ain't really got a story yet. Okay, borrow someone else's. Get them in front of my story. Get them in front of Candace Byrd Davis's story. Get them in front of a story so that they understand that it's possible for them too. One of the things that Ray Higdon taught me was, he used to put people at opportunity presentations, and there was this guy and he just freaking crushed it. And he'd put 10 people in a room and 2 would sign every time. 10 people in a room, 2 would sign. 10 in a room, 2 would sign. And this guy was just so good. Like, he knew the what do you call the thing? The PowerPoint. He knew the PowerPoint like the back of his hand. Like, he just freaking crushed it. Then one week, Ray brought 10 people to the room. Dude was sick. Everybody was panicked. What were they going to do? Oh my God, where's the presenter? And they only had this one lady who was like homely and meek and like this and just barely said anything. And they were terrified. Ray was like, well, I'm not going to be recruiting anybody this week. And she got up there and she was sharing her story and she was pointing to the chart about where she was on that chart and how much money she made. And everybody in that room was like, she's making that? She can make that. I could like quadruple that. I need you to hear me here. Do you know why that's so powerful? Because she was relatable. They're like, if that girl can do it, I could definitely do it. Right? If you get Joe up there who's got all the credentials and he's not relatable, because people are like, okay, awesome. Sure. He's just, okay, sure. But I'm not Joe. Like, yeah, I couldn't do what Joe does, but you could do what Kathy does. Little Miss Meek Kathy, and Kathy's making $160,000 a year on the side, working 10 hours a week, right? Remember that. You need to follow up. You guys got to stop being so afraid to follow up and ask the question. You guys act like that you're going to catch yourself on fire if you ask somebody if they're ready to make a purchase. Guys, the reason I'm successful is just because I ask the question. I do talk a lot, but not when I'm talking to customers. Okay. I don't. How many of you were prospected by me? I know there's a couple of you on here. I didn't talk a lot. I didn't. I got to the point, I asked the question and you made a decision, right? Like, that's just how it works. You've got to just ask the questions. Hey, Kathy, I know we talked last week. You said you were looking at the opportunity. Are you ready to get started with me? Hey, Kathy, I know you said that you were taking a peek at the body melt video I sent you. You think you're ready to get started this week? And I don't care if Kathy ignores me. I don't care how many times Kathy ignores me. I'm going to follow up until one of us is dead. Okay? End of story. That's how long I'm following up. And I'm not going to get offended when she ignores me. I'm not taking it personal when she ignores me. I'm not even going to take it personal when she says no, because that doesn't even really mean no. Do you know I said no for 2 years to network marketing? 2 years. I bought product out of the back of my friend's car and would only give her cash because she wouldn't get my credit card for her pyramid scheme. Okay? And then eventually I got into it. Next is stop spending from your own wallet. Stop deciding how much money people are going to spend with you. My dad drove a truck with holes in the floor, but the man had money. Stop acting like you know what somebody will spend on a product, and just present them with the biggest option, because then you have room to go down. You have room to go down from there. Okay. Super, super important. Stop being nervous about presenting them with the best options. Like if you are presenting to me and you don't present me with the best options, I don't know that I'm even buying from you. Because I want somebody to tell me what's going to actually benefit me. I want somebody to tell me everything that I need, and then let me decide what I want to buy from that package, right? Now, Dana said she wanted me to share my 420 story with you really quickly, and then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more points, then we'll be done. Okay, 420 last year. I decided on the 1st that I was going to go 250K, and can we just be clear that that had not even looked remotely possible? Okay. On 4/19 of 2021, I had 45,000 in volume. That means in 11 days, I had to get the rest to 250K, 205,000 in 11 days. And I'd only done 45K. The team had only done 45K in 19 days. But we made a decision, and we leveraged the 420 sale. We leveraged the 420 10 extra 420 list splits that we did. We leveraged social media. We leveraged post to post. We leveraged all the things that you've learned from Candace, from Dana, from Kathy. We leveraged all those things, and we dug our heels in deep, and we decided to run like we've never ran in our entire lives. We made a commitment as a team. The Freedom family made a commitment as a team, and we got together. Literally, like it still gets me emotional, because literally at the final moments, we still needed like 12,000 in volume, and a bunch of us were on a Zoom together. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning here, 3 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. It's midnight in Pacific time, and we're on a Zoom, and we're digging in, and we're getting orders from anywhere and everywhere to make it happen, because everybody was sold out to the mission. Everybody was sold out to making it happen. And that's where you've got to be. And you are primed. You are primed and in a spot to really do anything you want to do with this business, with this Fuel Factor X, guys. If you have to understand how powerful this product is and the timing. Kathy just told you, like, I hate hype, and I hate timing, and I hate, oh, join my opportunity. It's basement level opportunity. And, you know, the people that go through all the companies because they're getting in at the basement level of all the opportunities. And then they just fall off the face of the planet and go get a job back in corporate America because they just are trying to get a basement opportunity. Makes me crazy. This is timing, because gas is insane, and gas affects everything. I literally went to the store last night. I left with 3 bags of grocery. It cost me $100. Like, that's cool for me. I can afford it. But what about my son and my daughter-in-law? Both of them making 15, 20 bucks an hour. That's a lot of freaking money for them. This product will change people's lives. And if you don't jump on it, you're seriously nuts, oh man. And then I want to share another 420 story with you. Marty, she's on there. Y'all say hi, Marty. She has been with me since the beginning. She joined me in the beginning and that'll be 4 years in September here at My Daily Choice. And Marty, the first year we did the 420 sale back in 2020, she just didn't really think it would do much, or really like get plugged in with it, didn't really engage with it. And the day after the sale, she called me crying. She was devastated. She was devastated. She was like, I cannot believe it. She was kicking herself. She was sick to her stomach that she just didn't get prepared and didn't message people and didn't do what she could have done as a team, because she just was like, it's just a sale. Like we've had 10% off sales before. What's the big deal? Why are we freaking out about a 420 sale kind of thing, right? She had 4,000 in volume that year. Well, she wasn't gonna let that happen in 2021. She was like, that ain't never happening to me again. She sold out, went all in. And in 2021, she did 20,000. She just decided to show up. That was it. She decided to show up, get engaged, send messages, and it absolutely changed her life. And then last, I want to say this. I want you to stop giving up on people who don't want what you want right now. I want you to love people where they are. I had a girl in the last week. I've had 3 people reach out to me because people are excited about this Fuel Factor X. It's just a vibe. It is a vibe. It's like a fire that's spreading rapidly, and people are feeling this, right? They're feeling this. I've had 3 people in the last week who One's been here since just about the beginning, since I've been here. One's been here a couple of years, and one's been here about a year. All of them have just kind of just been doing a little bit here and there, placing their order every month, but really not taking off with it, right? I never made them feel bad about that. I just loved them where they were. And when they were ready, they came to me. Had I treated them differently, wrote them off because they didn't want to be a 100K affiliate, they wouldn't be here today to potentially completely dominate and change their life. It's so important that you love people where they are. Okay. Love them where they are. Stop expecting them to want what you want. Stop saying, I want it more for them than they want it for themselves. No, you don't. They're just not where you are yet. They're just not where you are yet. That is all. Right? Get excited. Go out there. Make this FFX launch. Make this 2.0 launch. Make this 420 for 2022 the best one you've had yet. I love you all so very much. And I'm so grateful to have gotten to speak today.
Awesome, Tina. Well, we greatly appreciate your knowledge, your enthusiasm, all those strategies and tidbits you've shared with everybody. It was excellent. And the bougie hat, the bougie top is a cap on the whole thing. So thank you for that. All right, guys, we got one more feature speaker, and Tina kind of led us into it. She spoke a lot about FFX. And I'm going to bring on Jeremy Reynolds. For those of you who do not know Jeremy, Jeremy was the owner of Beyond. So for all of you loving his XE trim, the healthy chocolates, among other things, you have him to thank for that. So Jeremy, I want you to come on and talk a little bit about FFX, and more specifically, cast a broader kind of vision or image, if you will, as to what people can make, with this program. So you here with us, Jeremy?
Here, let's see. I'm here. Can you hear me, Dave?
I can hear you. Good to see you.
Can you see my screen? Can you see a bit of cash on the screen right now?
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
All right. So I'm going to change this up a little bit, Dave, and I hope with your approval, you're okay with this, because as we come in for the landing here with just a few minutes left, I've modified the presentation. I've learned so much today. I've taken copious notes here from Candace, Byrd Davis, to Kathy, to Dr. Dana, to Tina. Guys, this has been phenomenal information. And Dave, your segment on the comp plan I thought was very appropriate as well. Look, I'm gonna share a story, and then I'm gonna tell you a story to wrap this thing up, and then send it back to Dave for a bow on top of all of this. But my FFX story, rather than telling you all the facts and the details and all of that, I'm just gonna share with you my story. So my wife and I got into a 2020 Airstream Mercedes 3500 van. Now, that sounds like a really big name, but what it is, it's a gas guzzler. Okay. Mercedes put out a diesel engine that was supposed to be super efficient. And I'm going to stop here while I do that. It was supposed to be this super efficient engine. We've been getting between, 14 to 16 miles to the gallon, something like that. We drive from where we live in just outside of Vancouver, Washington. We drove through Eugene, Oregon, down through Northern California, down to Yosemite, had an amazing experience in Yosemite Park, but all the while I'm freaking out because I'm filling up and it's getting more and more expensive. Like, it started out at $4.80 a gallon for diesel, because this is a diesel van. I get down into Northern California, it jumps to $5.80. By the time we're outside of Yosemite, it's over $6 a gallon for diesel. Thank goodness we were headed to Mastermind. So we're going through Yosemite, we head over, we drive up to Vegas, we stop for the Mastermind event, because that's why we were on our road trip, was to get to Mastermind ultimately. And when we get there, I'm blown away by this FFX product that Josh is talking about when he's up on stage. And we were lucky enough to be one of those VIPs that got a hold of a bottle of FFX. Well, you better know the very first thing I'm doing, as we're now making the return trip back from Vegas, St. George, Zion's National Park, Salt Lake City, through Boise, and then all the way back home on our 2,200-mile adventure to drive, I'm adding FFX. Well, this cool bus has a computer on it, right? This van that we've got has this monitor, and it's monitoring our fuel economy the whole way. 14 is what we were averaging. I start adding FFX. I no longer have to add something called DEF. DEF is the diesel additive that you have to put in diesel engines. I'm literally adding a 1/4 ounce. I did a 1/2 ounce for the first one. I double dosed, put it in. pulled the trigger, filled up my tank, and all of a sudden the computer is going higher and higher and higher and higher. Miles per gallon, guys, jumped from 14 to 16.7 by the end of the trip. I'm sold. I'm convinced. The other part is I didn't use hardly any DEF. That to me is unreal, because you're supposed to every, I don't know, 4 or 5 fill-ups, you're adding this additive into your engine. I didn't have to do it. So as a result, I'm completely sold on this business. And I want to share with you guys as we wrap this up here today, how I started in direct sales, and with a simple story that I think you will all be able to relate to. And if you're ready for this, I want you to drop some fire down below. I'm stunned and amazed that over 200 people are live on this meeting. It's 2 hours into it here, and you're still here. So I'm going to drop the biggest value bomb I can possibly drop on this group. And with the fire that I'm seeing on here, it motivates me to go and share this information, because I'm about to show you how I made $12 million in direct sales. I'm going to show you that with one distributorship over a course of, since 2005, we've been doing this business. I've only owned one distributorship. We ended up buying the company that became the company Beyond, that is now rolled into My Daily Choice. My wife and I haven't been, but with one company through the journey, and now here in My Daily Choice. And with FFX, this is going to absolutely blow up. So let me share with you what we're about to do, what you're invited to do, and what everybody on this line that is interested in making money has the capability of doing, because it's been done and it's already done. It's just a matter of you deciding and making it happen. So here it is. I hope you can see this on your screen. So if you're interested in big money, I want you to put some dollar signs down below. Drop the dollar signs in where the fire was. I want to see this, because there's a way to make big money. There's also a way to make a little bit of money, and this is up to you. And again, I'm not looking to make any income disclosures or any of that. I'm going to tell you a story, because I believe people relate better to the stories of people than they do to the outlandish income claims and the money and all this kind of stuff. So I'm just going to share with you guys how to take advantage of FFX in the next week, the next month, in the launch of this business with 2.0, because it's going to involve live stream. It's going to involve a shareable cart and all the rest. And the tactics of how to do it, we can get into later, but I want to share the concept with all of you. And it's called time compression. How do I get my business really moving? How do I really get it moving? It's on time compression. And what do I mean by time compression? Well, let me tell you the story of my house needing a paint job. Okay. I need my house painted. I need it. So I go out and I hire Bob, the painter. Bob is a very good painter here in my local area, and Bob and I come to terms on an agreement for painting my house. It's going to take him about a month, because he's going to do it by himself, but he's going to do a methodical job making it happen. He is going to charge me $2,000. And at the end of the day, Bob is going to buy the supplies, buy the paint, buy the stuff, right? He's going to profit about $1,500 from him coming over an hour a night here and there between the corners of his life. And he's going to try to fill out this job of getting my house painted. Well, there's one problem with that. I get a phone call from my wife and she says, honey, didn't you remember we have the party at the house in 3 weeks? We can't get this done in a month. I need it done in 3 weeks. Can you get it done in 3 weeks? So what do? I have to call Bob, the painter, back. I've already agreed that we're going to do it over a 1 month time. Now I'm going to say, hey, Bob, I need it done in 3 weeks. What's Bob going to say? Bob's going to say, yeah, I can do that, but I need a little more money. It's going to cost you more to do. So if I've got to cramp my style by coming over more frequently, it's now going to take me 3 weeks to get the job done. I'm still going to do it all by myself, but I've got to charge you a premium. The price is going to $3,000. Guys, at the end of the day, does it cost Bob any more money? No, he has the same amount of paint, the same amount of stuff. It's just now his time is getting compressed. And as a result, he's charging me more. So I'm paying $3,000 instead of $2,000. So I call my wife back, honey, it's great news. I got it done. He's going to have it done in 3 weeks in time for the party. I get a phone call back from my wife. Honey, they changed the date of the party. It's now in 2 weeks. I'm so sorry to do this to you, but is there any way you could call Bob back and see if he could do it in 2 weeks? Guys, when I call Bob, what is he going to say? Well, of course I can do the job. No problem, but it's going to cost you some more. Look, if I'm doing this in 2 weeks, I'm going to have to put double the time in. It's going to take me more time, but I'm still going to be able to do it by myself, but the price is going to go to $4,000. Guys, at the end of the day, does it really cost him anymore? Same amount of paint, same amount of materials, all the stuff, right? It's just cramping his style with time compression. As a result, he's going to get it done in 2 weeks, but he's going to make $4,000 on the job. I have no choice. I've got to get it done. I call my wife back. Honey, we got it taken care of. We're good. It's all good. We're going to make it happen. She calls me back. She goes, you're not going to believe it, honey. They changed everything. It's now got to be done in a week. Well, you get the point, right? But at this point now, Bob, when I call him back, he's not going to be able to do it because he's got other jobs. He's going to have to go hire another painter. He and another person are going to take 1 week to do this job, but it's going to cost me more. And it's now going to cost $5,000 to get the job done. Costs him a little bit more and some extra labor from a sidekick to make it happen, but he's going to be able to get the job done in 1 week so that I can get my house painted in time for the party. Now, I promise there's a point coming. Are you ready? My boss calls me on my phone and says, hey, Jeremy, an important client is coming in town. We're going to do dinner at your place because your wife is a phenomenal cook. We need to do it at your house tomorrow. Well, first and foremost, this is why I got rid of my boss. I don't like to be told what to do, and especially from demanding bosses that smoke cigars. So here we go. I need the house painted in 1 day. What am I going to do? I'm going to call Bob. I'm going to say, Bob, I know we've agreed to 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, all of this stuff. I need it done today. Can you get it done? And he's going to say, you know what, Jeremy, I'll take the job. The reason I know I can get it done is I'm going to get 10 guys to come over and I'm going to have them come help me. It's going to cost you $8,000 to get this done in a day. And yes, I'm going to have some extra costs for the labor, but I'm going to call my buddies. I'm going to get them all here. You buy pizza, you pay us the $8,000 and we'll get this thing knocked out and done. Guys, let's take a recap of what just happened in Bob the Builder's world. Originally, Bob the painter was going to take 1 month to get it done for a price tag of $2,000. Instead, he's now going to get it done in 1 day, but he's getting 10 people to come and help him with the job. I'm going to pay $8,000, which is 4 times the amount of money. He's going to make $6,000, which is 4 times the amount of profit in the deal. And here's the amazing part. Bob is no longer the painter. Watch this. Bob is supervising the efforts of 9 other people because they believe in Bob and they know that Bob's going to pay him. He's going to smash all this into 1 day. And now instead of being the guy doing all the painting, he's literally, hey, Joe, move it over a little to the left there. You missed a spot. Oh, okay. And he's going around supervising the job, pulling it together, but is the coordinator of it. And what does this mean? This means that he has 29 more days to paint houses and make money because he jammed this all into a 1 day job making $8,000. My point to all of you is you can decide whether you want to go out and build this business fast or slow. Time compression is on your side if you can make this happen in a faster way. Instead of month by month by month by month building your team, what if you could do it in days instead of months? What if you could do it in hours instead of days? You've heard the analogy about a penny duplicated every day. Can you imagine that 1 penny starting with 1 day, if you got $100,000 cash or a penny duplicated every day for 30 days, which would you take? You would take the penny. And here's why. 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8. It begins to duplicate. What if you did the same thing in your business? What if you started with just 2 people? The average person in network marketing can sponsor 2 people. 2 people is the average. The average person can get 2 people. Well, what if I could get 2 people today that could get 2 people by Tuesday, that could get 2 people by Thursday, and we only get 2. I get my first 2. I help those 2 get 4. I help those 4 get 8 with the original 2 I brought. What if we help those 4 each go get the 8, and then the 8 each go get the 16? 16 becomes 32, becomes 64, becomes 128. With a product like FFX, this is doable. I'm not talking about customers. I'm talking about people that want to make money fast. Because here's the deal. At 211 degrees, water's hot, but at 212 degrees, it boils. With boiling water comes steam. Steam can power a train. It's 1 degree of difference. Are you thinking you want to take advantage of 2.0? You want to blow it up? You want to make it happen? Well, there is no secret, but if I was going to share with you a secret of what to do right now in your business, it's take massive action. What would happen if you gave your business a little extra effort right now? It's your business, it's your life, you're responsible for the results, but it's time to turn up the heat. What if Josh and Jenna today in 2.0 came out with an announcement that simply said, you only have 1 month to recruit as many people as you can inside of My Daily Choice, and then it's done. We're only going to recruit for the next 30 days. Whatever you have at the end of 30 days is all you can ever have inside of our compensation plan. But you know what? Every person that you recruit in is going to be an amazing income to you. Could you find 2 people this week who need FFX or our opportunity if you were paid $5,000 each for those people? Can I show you guys something that's going to blow your mind? You ready? This is it. This is the big finale. A mind stretched by a new idea can never regain its original dimension. Oliver Wendell Holmes, my favorite quote of all time. Here it is. Do you believe that if you could get 2 people to buy a $150 shareable cart with FFX, it's a shareable cart that includes 2 $59 bottles and 7 packets, single serves of FFX for 100. If you put it on auto ship, it's $143. It delivers 100 points in BV. That's the shareable cart that I will be sharing to my 2x2 process I'm going to be creating in the coming months ahead. Here's the incredible part. I got with Josh, I got with Dave, I got with Todd, and we went and ran the numbers on the new 2.0 comp plan. Are you ready for this? We start today with a decision and 2 partners. By day 2, let's call it Tuesday night, we do a live stream meeting where we're introducing this shareable cart for $149, 150 bucks, 100 points, and I have my 2 partners that join Tuesday night. We'll call that day 2. When they join, I make $80 in jumpstart bonuses. They just bought a little bit of FFX. I'm getting started with 80, and I've got their commitment that they're going to go get 2 people by Thursday night to do the very same thing. Now, there's some mechanics of how to invite and what to do and all the rest, but the bottom line is I'm looking for 2 people that now are going to go get 2 people. Thursday comes. Those 2 people each bring their 2 people. That's 4 more people. I'm going to make another $32 in jumpstart bonuses, the 80 that I got from my 2 and the 32 from those people getting their 2. Does that make sense? The next Saturday, we do a training with this core group of people. These people each bring their 2 people. And now by day 6, I have 8 partners coming in. I'm going to make another $51.20 in jumpstarts. I've paid back my original cost of what it cost me to get started. Guys, here's where it gets insane. If just 2 people go get 2 people, go get 2 people, go get 2 people, you probably weren't thinking this way. But if a Tuesday night turned into a Thursday night, turned into a Saturday, and all you had to do was help 2 get 2, get 2, get 2, and they duplicate 2 by 2 all the way down. Guys, by the course of day 18, that is what? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the end of 3 weeks of doing this. You would be a 25K. You will have earned over $5,000. Now, the numbers don't lie. It is what it is. Everybody's just buying the $140 in FFX. They're buying 100 points, 2 people, getting 2 people, getting 2 people, getting 2 people. In 18 days, you will have ranked up from 1K to 5K to 10K to 25K and earned $5,000. Because I don't know about you, but there's ways inside of this comp plan that blow my mind, and I'm super excited about it. Now, look, whether it's Candace, Byrd, Davis, Dr. Dana, Kathy, Tina Joy, David, or any of you, the wind of success is blowing. It's blowing on us all. We're all in the same storm. It depends on what you do with that wind. Some just get blown around aimlessly because they don't have a game plan. Some are going to be absolutely targeted on the lasered approach of what is in front of them to take advantage of this. And guys, it's not the blowing of the wind that determines our destination. It is the set of the sail. Jim Rome said it best. You want a targeted approach for how you're going to build your business at the highest levels in MDC. Find a way that you can take this journey and maximize it to the masses in a simple and aggressive way to make it happen. Time compression can serve you well. It did for me. It has for me. And it will again for each of us in MDC as we tear this up. So Dave, appreciate the opportunity. Great to be on with all of you. Have an awesome Saturday wherever you are. Take care.
That was awesome, Jeremy. I tell you what, man, success does love speed. That's one thing I do know. And you really laid out the track to run on. And you're right. 1 degree, sometimes it is 1 degree makes the whole difference. So I really appreciate you sharing that, Jeremy. I appreciate Candace, Dana, Kathy, Tina, for sharing their wisdom here. Let me just say this, guys. Let me just kind of wrap it up by saying this. Here's my call to action to you. You're either in a situation where you need to launch or relaunch your business. Okay? Create a sense of urgency. You've got a lot of great information here. As I said from the very beginning with Candace, knowledge isn't power, applied knowledge is power. Set a goal, stretch it out a little bit, make it attainable and achievable, but stretch it out a little bit. If Tina talked about the significance of our foundational rank in this company, the 1K rank. If you're not there, you haven't it, rank up 1K. That's your goal for the month. Okay. You don't have to stretch it too far. If you're not a 1K, get there. Or if you've been there, re-rank. So either rank or re-rank. And once you do that, and I gave that little scenario, and Jeremy gave you some scenarios there, but once you go out there and create that foundational baseline of 1K, find 5 people who want to make $500 to $1,000 themselves. You're going to be a 5K. You're going to have a permanent comma in your check. Okay. And there was talk about, Tina was talking about 420. You got 10 days till 420. And here's what I do know. The number of contacts you make, the number of touches, the number of new customers that you acquire in the next 10 days will get 2, 3, maybe even 5x as a result of the 420 sale. So there's a lot you can do leading into that. As far as FFX is concerned, I think it's as simple as use, save, and share. Okay, you got to order it today. Order it. When it comes, use it and share it. It's as simple as that. And then last but not least, all roads, ladies and gentlemen, all roads are going to lead to Orlando the first week of November. I don't know the exact dates, but all roads lead there. And we've got 7 months. So I want you to kind of we teach people how to plan weekly, implement daily in our business. And that'll never change, but know your target. Okay. Envision it. Think about how many people you're going to have as team members, as partners in those seats at a point where we'll probably be at the doorstep of momentum over the next 7 months into this thing. Our next Super Saturday is on Saturday, May 7th. May 7th. That's the first Saturday of May. We had at the high water mark 240 people on here. If each of us just go out and bring one more people, we can have 500 people on our Super Saturday next month. I just really encourage you to think bigger. There's been a lot of messaging around that, although they haven't said it, but put yourself in a space of what you want to personally achieve, but think bigger. Go out there, because when you start thinking bigger, you start attracting bigger people. If that makes sense, right? So it's all a psychological thing. We could talk, we could talk all about mindset all day long. It doesn't matter where you've been or where you are. I think it really matters where you're going. So really think about that. I'm pretty fired up. As I mentioned at the top of this day, I've been in this industry for 28 years. I've never been more excited. I've never been more focused. I think we can create a legacy build here. And that's my focus. I hope it's your focus as well, no matter what your goal is. So with that said, I'm going to open it up here. I'm going to put the whole gallery on here. Unmute yourself and say goodbye, or anything you want. It's great being with you guys.
Bye, and thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate the information. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Merci beaucoup.
Bye. Thanks for the great information.
Saturday, bye.
I can't even log out.
Thanks for being with us, guys. Have a great weekend.
You too. People. Bye.